software is important, and we're going to need investigations into that. I have an IT background. I used to program computers, and my own take is that there are real problems with Dominion. From top to bottom, even within just the process, creates opportunity for human error. And then they upgraded our software in our state right before the election and even after early voting had started, which for the life of me, I do not understand. I would never update my phone if I were about to go on a really important trip or do something very important, because I know sometimes updates are buggy. So I'm kind of shocked that some of the things that happened, and it certainly created opportunities for interference in our elections. One thing I don't agree with that Lynn Wood said, he was saying that if certain things don't happen, then we should not be voting for David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler for the U.S. Senate. We have to vote for them. We have to be able to hold the Senate and keep a Republican majority in the Senate, no matter who the next president is. And I know that Senator Perdue and Senator Loeffler are concerned about voter integrity issues, and they're concerned about the upcoming runoff, but they're in a different position than the Secretary of State, who has power to make things happen. They don't have quite the same standing, even though they are candidates, that the Secretary of State has, or that Donald Trump has, because Donald Trump was so negatively affected. Even if they challenge the election, if their election from the general is thrown out, they have to go back and redo the general election, and then we probably would still wind up with a runoff. We have 2 more elections in Georgia instead of 1, and that's very expensive, and I don't think any voter in the state wants to go through this 2 more times. I don't think we really want to go through it 1 more time right now.
I know, right. Well, so Ginny Beth Martin, again, joining us live in Georgia this morning, honorary chair of the Tea Party, also part of the president's legal team. Any details you want to share, or frankly, with Trump heading to Georgia for the big rally in support of, you just mentioned David and Kelly, of course, love their country, love their state, got to work hard to get them elected when it comes to the Senate, my God.
Yeah, so the vice president is going to be in the Savannah area on Friday, so that'll be tomorrow, and then I believe that President Trump will be in Valdosta down in the southern part of the state on Saturday. Both of them are going to be here to help get out the vote for the runoff for David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler. And I think I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know this, so I don't have any inside information on it, but I would not be surprised at all if his speech also talks about the election issues in Georgia and around the country. If I were him, that's what I would be talking about a little bit, in addition to getting out the vote to hold the Senate.
Well, I appreciate your insight ahead of your big press conference later today. Ginny Beth Martin joining us live here on 94.3 WSC. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Again, recap from yesterday's show if you missed it. Ginny Beth Martin here. Ahead of all of the telling, scary things that came out yesterday, the suitcase ballots, on and on, individuals who were voting who were deceased. And coming up, it is a big fail Friday. What's yours? 843-721-TALK. That's 721-8255. I know that Texas Senator Ted Cruz has fired back against Lynn Wood for saying what you just heard Ginny Beth Martin mention about telling people, hey, don't go and vote in the January runoff. I'll tell you more about that on the flip side of traffic and weather. We put them together every 10 minutes-ish, I'll say this morning. I'm the big fail because I'm a little late for it at 6:39.